see you.
What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Fighting Wilson coming back. He's coming off of a fight of the year, against Navarrete.
Yeah.
Drop Navarrete. Is there, do you see anything in that fight that maybe you're like, okay, you saw what he did, maybe how you could attack him?
I was there in that fight. I did see a lot of the goods and the bads in that fight. The one thing I could say is I'm not focusing at all on what he does bad. I'm focusing on what he does good. Mm-hmm. He's a good fighter. He's got the guts to go in there and brawl. He's one of these fighters that doesn't give up. So, just by that, my style, I think is going to be a very fan-friendly fight.
Mm-hmm. That was going to be my next question. I mean, when you have a guy like that, right, that isn't going to run around, isn't trying to like pity pat, and how does that change like mentality, in training camp or just leading up to the fight?
Well, you just always work hard. I always work hard, but this time, for my last couple of fights, I've been trying to work smarter and stick to the game plan. Stick to the game plan so we just win. But that's most of the times that's easier said than done. Because when I hear the fans, I hear people get excited. I want to give them a fight. I want to give them a good fight. So that doesn't always work in my favor.
Mm-hmm. Is that hard to like in the ring when you hear? Is it hard to kind of suppress that and stick to the game plan?
Or it's because I love it. I love it so much that I want to go in there and give the fans what they want. Mm-hmm. One of my last mistakes that I did was I was trying to knock out my opponent. And that's a big mistake in boxing. It's like in baseball, when you're trying to hit that home run, you're not going to hit the home run. And I could really say that was my biggest mistake in my last fight. I wanted to knock him out without sticking to the game plan, staying with that jab, throwing combinations, doing what my trainer was telling me to do. I lost focus. It's not an excuse. Much respect and well deserved. Navarrete, he deserves that, and he's got nothing but respect for me. But hopefully, if we can get it down, we can run it back again.
Man, you were up there. It was a little tense up there between the girls and Oscar and everything. Were you kind of thinking, I'm gonna have to jump in here and separate these people?
It's gonna be a great fight. Right now, the boxing March 29th, man. These female fighters, they're gonna fight. You can feel the tension. You can feel they want to be the undisputed world champion, and this is great. I like seeing history. I like seeing greatness. And that night, I think we're gonna see greatness. They can steal the show. It's gonna be a tough fight, a tough night for boxers because you got Emiliano del General, and you got Torres, and you got these female fighters who are gonna duke it out, and you never know who's gonna steal the show that night.
Man, I just want to ask your campmate Canelo. Has been in rumors recently of possibly fighting Jamal Charlo, the bigger brother, in May, and maybe Crawford in September. I really want to talk about the Crawford potential matchup because he's 3 divisions smaller, 21 pounds.
Yeah.
You are a smaller guy who's sparred. He just kind of lightly sparred with Canelo. I mean, what do you tell a Crawford who's trying to jump up?
I respect Crawford because he's looking for greatness. He's got that Jordan mentality. Mm-hmm. Every time, very few times I've had a chance to talk to him, and I can see that Mamba mentality, that Jordan mentality, the Crawford mentality. He's looking for that greatness. Mm-hmm. Got nothing but respect for Crawford. He's one of my favorite fighters, the best pound for pound in this era right now. Mm-hmm. But he's looking out to call out Canelo. There's reason why there's divisions. Those shots, could affect, but. You never know. I respect greatness. I respect Teofimo calling out Crawford. I respect all those fighters that are willing to go up a division to fight them. I wouldn't go up 2 divisions to fight, someone like
maybe like a Teofimo or Gervonta or somebody, right? Yeah.
Because it wouldn't be smart. I'm too small, and it's just there's a reason why there's weight classes. But that's the reason why you respect somebody like Crawford. That's the reason why you respect someone like Teofimo. You gotta love them as fighters, even as persons, because they're also human beings who are looking for greatness. So nothing but respect to these guys.
My last one, man. Ryan Garcia, trying to get big fights. It sounds like he's trying to get Devin Haney, in the ring there. If that fight were to come together between Ryan and Devin, stylistically, what does it look like in the ring? You think?
Look. I know Ryan gets criticized maybe in the sport of boxing, but he's legit. Ryan Garcia is a great fighter. Besides all, social media and all that, I think his real persona is not what you see on social media. He's really a good kid. He trains hard. But I think he's got to battle his whatever, back in the time where he had the mental problems. If he battles that, if he wins that, I think he can beat anybody. He's a great fighter. He hits very hard. He's got great speed. He's got everything. But you think he's got to first defeat himself to fight any other fighter. But I would put my money on Ryan on a lot of these other fighters.
How's Steve doing over there?
Steve's growing. It's almost as big as you.
There it is. Oscar, appreciate you, man. Thank you.
All right,